One Direction and Live While We're Young. Well, I tell you what, we want to be able to live while we're old as well, don't we, really? And Diana Montanos, or how do you say your name?
Montanos.
And it's Greek or something, is it?
It's Greek. I was married to a Greek. Blame it on him. It's his fault.
Okay, right. So always pass the buck.
Yeah, pass the buck. Gotta pass
anyway,
the buck.
Diana, it's nice to have you in the studio looking very, very fresh and vibrant, you know?
Thank you.
And that's what yoga does for you, isn't it?
It absolutely does. Yoga can reverse the effects of aging. It keeps you very flexible.
Yeah.
It keeps you very balanced.
Yeah.
You can get off of high blood pressure medication, thyroid medication, diabetes medication, lose weight, makes your skin more beautiful. It's very restorative. This is why the Indians prescribe yoga poses as a drug in India. You don't go to a doctor, you go to a yoga guru and they give you poses to do, and that's how Indians get well.
Is that how it all came about in the first place, then?
About 5,000 years ago, Patanjali, who's the father of yoga, really created ascending from meditation into consciousness and then into full-blown awareness. Right. He translated a lot of this stuff to other yogi gurus, and about 3,000 years ago, a yogi guru met a sick Indian and prescribed a yoga pose.
Right.
And it cured the Indian.
Wow.
In New Delhi or Bombay, which is now Mumbai.
Yeah.
And ever since that time, yoga has been prescribed for medical illness. And there's many kinds of yoga: hatha, raja, kundalini, ashtanga. It goes on and on.
So how do you know which is the right one for you?
I teach hatha. That is all restorative. There is a medical benefit to every single pose that I teach students, and I lead the yoga program for multiple locations for Tony's Fitness here throughout Padia.
Right.
And I'm 57, be 58 in May. I'm in the best shape of my life, and a lot of my student base, I would say, is between 48 to 77.
Right.
Their whole lives are changing right before mine.
Yeah.
It's the older we get,
Yeah.
working out becomes a lifestyle. And I think as you get older, I think a person's biggest fear is, oh my God, I hope I don't get sick and have to go into the hospital. I'm going to lose all my money. I want to stay healthy. I want to stay well. My whole mission on this earth is to get people into a yoga class and heal themselves every single day of their life. It's the drug, the pill, the prescription, it's the cigarette, it's the alcohol. You do yoga, you kind of start to drop that stuff.
Right.
Just because it makes you feel so incredible.
How did you get into it in the first place?
18 years ago, I suffered from, I had a hysterectomy very young when I was 23. And being postmenopausal, I got hot flashes, I got night sweats, I was on hormone medication to keep me regulated. When you lose all of your female parts at a young age, you're out there. It's a different ball game. And I went into yoga because I was running 13, 14 miles a day and all of my toenails fell out. And I went to the podiatrist and he said, Diana, if you run one more time, you'll never get your toenails back.
Wow.
So my dog sitter said, have you heard of that Bikram hot yoga? This was in Santa Barbara. I said, no. She says, come, you'll never run again. That 90-minute class, Barry, in 105 degrees at 40% humidity, it kicked my butt. I couldn't do it.
Right.
And I came back the next day, and I came back the next day. I've never run since.
Right.
I got rid of my hot flashes. I quit taking my hormone medication. And that started my career into marketing yoga for his studios, many all over the world.
Okay.
Managing his senior teachers.
Yeah.
Developing into other kinds of yoga, but truly working with students on the restorative benefits. Because I just healed all of my female problems. And in your 20s and 30s, if you don't have all of your working parts for a girl, it's very, very hard medically.
Well, how I understand it, it is a workout for your internal organs as well as the external muscles.
It is a physical workout. My class is 75 minutes to 90 minutes. You will drop almost 1,000 calories with me. Trust me.
Wow.
You are going into a posture and holding it for 1 minute.
Yeah.
And some we repeat for 30 seconds. But I spend 35 minutes with students massaging and compressing all of your major organ groups. And the last 35 to 40 minutes, we lay on the floor and we stretch our spine.
Right.
So we detox, we de-stress, we stretch the bodies, we manipulate the organs, we get the synovial fluid working. And you know, the baby boomers are the ones that are like, oh my God, why wasn't I doing this why wasn't I doing this 20 years ago?
Yeah.
The object of pulling is stretching. When you go into yoga, you are holding postures and stretching and not moving and pulling for 75 to 90 minutes. There's nothing else you need to do in your whole day.
Right.
It's a tennis game, a badminton game, weightlifting, and a cardio program all in one. And we realign the body from the coccyx to the top of the neck. We push, we pull, we squeeze. You know, and I have students who say we're detoxing to retox. Now we can go out and have a pint of beer tonight. Absolutely, you can. You know, so start
it's a happy drug and a healthy happy drug.
It's a healthy, happy, natural way to not have to take a drug.
Excellent stuff. Well, I've got a little drug for everybody now because it says Pharrell Williams and a song called Happy. See what I did there?
Come on, get up, get out, and start grooving. Choose it around to the sound of music.
So, can you sort of show us some simple moves, you know?
I'm going to do 4 poses for you.
Okay.
I'm going to explain to you the restorative benefits of the poses that I do. The first pose that I'm going to do it's called crescent moon or half moon.
Yeah.
You bring your heels together, Barry. You're looking straight ahead. The arms come right up on either side of the ear.
Yeah.
You always try to tuck the tailbone in. It allows you to lift your torso. You take an inhale breath, and you go down to the side. You are stretching the side obliques. You're always breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth.
Right.
You're taking all of the pressure off of your lower back. If you have sciatica or low back pain, this posture alleviates it. You're increasing space within the rib cage because you've got this deep, deep, deep bend. And if you imagine that your body's in between 2 panes of glass, the body just goes over like a crescent moon. Yeah.
Right.
And you come up. Next posture, it takes blood and it flushes all of your blood from one side of your body to the other. And then when you switch sides, it takes all the blood from the side it just went to back.
You get like a swish swash.
You're swish swashing, rub a dub in the tub. But what it does is it literally moves your blood and causes it to mix. So this is called standing bow pulling pose or king dancer. The knees are together and you simply...
So you've got left arm up in the air, you've got your right leg back and you're pulling it.
Lift the leg, drop the body, and you are flushing now. All of the blood from the right side of my body is being forced to the left. And I'm pulling, 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 pulling. Now, I'm getting strength in the backs of my hamstrings. I'm working my abdominal muscles. When the arm is extended, all the fat, women are especially prone to the little bags under the arms. It works to alleviate
Bingo
that.
wings.
And so women benefit greatly in the stomach, in the hips, because in my yoga classes I do almost 330 variations of ab crunches.
Okay.
I work to build that strong core. The next one is called triangle master posture. And so my arms are going to be spread. I take a great big stance, 4 feet out, and I bend the leg, Barry. I bend the leg. Now I simply windmill the arms. I go down, my middle finger grazes the top of my left toe. Every muscle, ligament, tendon, everything, joints, every single thing in all 14 major joints is opened up in this pose. I'm getting tremendous restorative benefits. I'm activating everything, building strong quads, hamstrings.
And you're sort of looking upwards at the...
You're always
pointing
looking
upwards.
up at the sky. We call it earth, sky, things like that. But this posture is probably the greatest. It's called eagle.
Okay.
You open up all 14 major joints of the body. And when you do that, the synovial fluid starts working in the wrists, the knees, the elbows, the shoulders. And the synovial fluid is the fluid that protects our joints and our bones. So my arms will come up. and I'm going to bring the right arm under the left. I go into a prayer position. I pull my shoulders down, yeah? Now, I bring the right leg high up over the left thigh, my right foot behind the left leg, and I sit down in the chair. I have literally activated 14 major joints in my body, taking pressure off of my back, building a strong abdominal core.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And then I come up and I go down. Lastly, when
it looks like you're very balancing out your body at the same time.
Yoga teaches you and trains you to have tremendous flexibility, tremendous balance. It teaches you to suck your stomach in, tuck your
and
tailbone in.
Don't we all need that?
We all need it.
I certainly need it.
We all need it. And again, lastly, this is a pose that chisels the backs of the calves and the legs. For ladies, they love it. They can put their 4-inch stilettos on when they're going out every night, you know, to wherever they're going.
Because that does their spine no good at all, does it?
Well, the high-heeled shoes ruins your spine.
Yeah.
But I was 24 once, too. Tell a young woman not to wear high heels. They'll never talk to you again. So you suck the stomach in and you sit down in the chair.
Right.
You're activating the backs of the calves. You're activating the hamstrings. You're sucking in the stomach. You're extending the arms. Try staying like this for a minute. It's very, very hard. But in my yoga classes, each and every time that you come,
You build up strength, do you?
tremendous strength. Tennis players love yoga. It just gives you so much balance. It gives you flexibility. It will gain you stroke points on your game. Golfers are very tight. Golfers are working from a fixed position, and the club comes up, boom. You're working from a straight point.
Yeah.
Golfers can get 8 to 10 points on their game.
Really?
Yoga, because they just get so flexible.
Right.
Flexible in movement, and golfers are very tight in the
I
shoulders.
was going to say,
and
will
the
that
arms.
sort of relieve perhaps some back problems that they might have?
Yoga will relieve lower back pain, tennis elbow, gout. I get a lot of students that come in that have gout.
Right.
Poor circulation, because again, we are going into posture and we are squeezing our organ groups. We are forcing high levels of superspeeded oxygenated blood to circulate throughout the body by these holes.
Right.
So baby boomers really benefit.
Right.
I will say anybody 50 and over needs to start yoga yesterday.
Come on, get up, get out, and start grooving. Juggle it around to the sound of music.
Yoga works really well if you're trying to diet. Your body metabolism changes after you've done an hour of yoga. You're not as hungry. It's recommended that you do not eat 2 hours prior to coming into any yoga class. You want an empty stomach.
Right.
Because you go into these postures, you do not want to be a kangaroo with a joey in your pouch when you're bending
no good
over.
than me eating this cake that you bought in for me.
Well, but you're not doing yoga, so you should
true.
eat all of them.
Okay. Don't you worry, I will. I've got them all here. Well, we're all converted.
Yes.
Absolutely. I think it's a fantastic thing, and it's a great way of us being able to hold on to our youth to a certain extent.
Barry, if I could tell you, the more you do yoga, the younger you will become in mind, body, and spirit. But it's so good for the skin.
Yeah.
Yoga tightens the skin. Yoga promotes new cell growth. Yoga promotes new hair. Yoga promotes everything. But 8 hours of work, 8 hours of
Everything?
sleep, 8 hours of
Everything
play. No,
gross?
only on Tuesdays and Thursday can you do it right. Thanks so
for
much,
coming in,
Barry.
Diana,
Thank you.
and for enlightening us all.
Oh, my pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Barry. Namaste.